Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mike. That is Nick. Uh,
Yo.
if you guys are listening to this podcast, you must have heard the one that just came out yesterday because we were suspended on YouTube. So we got back. So I uploaded the video and the audio. So they're going to get us back to back, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, how was your weekend, Nick? What'd you do all this past week?
Um, I worked. I worked on Saturday. It was
Went to
I
Beantown.
worked I worked up in Beantown, yeah.
I like that.
Uh
That's where all my family's from.
your family's from Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts.
A lot of trainers came from Massachusetts, like Megan Trainer,
Megan Trainer, yep.
like all those like up there. They're all like distant like cousins and family. You could like look up like the family history. Like if I took a 23 and Me test and Megan took one and my other families, we would have direct correlation. Like we have family up there. And my family originally come to the East Coast, Massachusetts. So and they all trickled down. So there's a bunch of us scattered all over the place. So you gotta be careful not to bang your cousin by accident. you know?
Oh, yeah. I'll be very careful not to bang my cousins in the future. Thank you.
I mean, we're all related some way or another,
Yeah.
just very distantly, you know.
So everybody does 23 and me, and they're like, "Oh, I'm from Ireland, I'm from Sweden, I'm from Czechoslovakia." Mike's comes back as Massachusetts.
It's that's the only spot it comes up like nothing else. It's just mess.
Mess. Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was an interesting wedding. It was at a library.
Uh,
It was the Boston Public Library. It was gigantic.
yeah. I've
It
been there.
was yeah, it was pretty cool. Um, it was it was a long ass day, man. I had to drive up there. I left Jersey at 8:30 in the morning. Fucking drove up there, didn't get there till like 1:30, and then just had to load into this place at 3 o'clock. The main elevator was down, so we had to use this little tiny little bitch elevator to get to the third floor.
That sucks.
And so we were on the third floor and the first floor, and we didn't get out of there till uh 2:45, and then I stayed at a hotel in like Sturbridge, Massachusetts. So I didn't get home. I didn't get to the hotel till about 4:15. Stopped and got actually no later than that because we stopped and got McDonald's. So I didn't get there I think till like 4:45 actually. Didn't get to sleep till like fucking 5:45, and then woke my ass up and just like 9:30, and I tried to hit the fucking Ricky Road. But I was with this chick actually that was working with me, and she didn't get her ass out till like 10:40, so we didn't hit the Ricky Road till about 10:40.
Oof.
Long day. Didn't get home till fucking probably like 4:30.
Oof. Damn.
Long day, man. Long day. Because you got to go to, I had to go to Jersey to drop the fucking van off and then go home. So
That
it's like
sucks. Where in
a
Jersey?
long fucking day. River Edge, New Jersey.
Is that like north, central, south?
I don't know. It's only like from Yonkers. It's like 25 minutes. So
Oh,
I
that's
don't,
like yeah, it's like right over the bridge, basically.
yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
it's right.
that's
It's
not
kind
bad.
of right there. Um,
Not bad at all.
but was that?
Not bad at all.
Yeah. But I mentioned that I went with this girl because I know we're going to talk about a specific thing today,
Okay.
the assassination attempt of Donald Trump. And I want to bring that up now and
Okay.
show you the correlation here because she's super duper liberal, this girl. Super duper.
All right.
But I share a lot of beliefs as the liberals as well. I'm kind of in the middle. Maybe I lean like a fucking pussy hair to the right or some shit like that. I don't give a fuck what anybody does, all that good shit. You want to be a
Why?
tranny, go ahead and be a fucking tranny. You want to be gay and get married, go right the fuck ahead. You want to adopt a kid as a gay couple, go fucking right ahead. I don't care. You know what I
No-
mean?
Nobody
That
really
kind of shit.
does.
Right. Nobody does, but for some reason everybody does apparently, right?
Hmm.
But she's super duper liberal. Um, but we had conversations about fucking everything and we never got mad at each other. You know what I mean?
That's because you're
Like
face to face.
that's because we're face to face. But also some people will get into it as well. Like, oh, you know what? Yeah, yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
so. You know what I mean? Like, if there was something that
yeah.
I brought up that she didn't like, she would dance around it, and I would do the same thing. I would dance the fuck around it. You know what I mean? There's no point in fucking. I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change my fucking mind.
That's true.
You
Yeah.
know? I was able to say the word tranny in front of her. I told her, I was like, I'm not gonna not say tranny in front of you because number one, I'm do whatever you want. They don't bother me, you know.
Yeah, right.
So with that being said, I'm gonna say the word tranny because I love the word. It's a great word. I'm not gonna change the way. And I
Great
said,
word.
told her straight up, you could call yours like she was telling a story about her friend that says like called herself they and them, and I was like, I would never do that. I would call somebody a cat over the they and them. I'd rather call you, come here, kitty cat. You know what I mean? It's more fun that would just be hilarious.
You know, when I was at the Jeep and my transmission went,
Yeah.
when I went there, first home, I'm like, I think it's tranny. And they were like, oh, we don't say that here anymore. I'm like, what? I'm like, where am I? Like,
No way. That's
so
not a true statement. That's not a true fucking statement.
now imagine like mechanics go that way. They become so liberal. Like, oh, we don't say tranny. We
Oh my
say,
God.
we have to say the full word. We don't even say
Yeah.
transmission. We say the stuff that makes the car go,
Right.
you
Right.
know? So yeah,
Yo, my friend,
it's
my
crazy.
friend the other day, he called me up. He's like, dude, I just blew a tranny. And he don't even have a car. I didn't know what to think.
Man, that's a great friend. He's
Shit. But
very
yeah,
hip, he's very liberal.
let's get into let's talk about this Trump. This
You want to
Trump
talk
shit.
about this? Oh, you don't even ask me how was my week? How was my
I don't
weekend?
give a fuck about your weekend because
That's
you're
crazy.
I'll tell you what your weekend was. You were gonna go to Atlantic City. You stayed in because there was a little bit of rain. There was a little baby thunderstorm, and you stayed in like a bitch.
Yeah, I did. I was like, because all I heard was like this fucking hurricane coming up the East Coast. Because I was gonna
Yeah.
leave. This is my game plan. I was gonna go, drive down to Atlantic City, meet up with a couple guys that are down there, but they canceled. They
Okay.
didn't want to go for the fucking rain. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fucking
Ooh,
go.
ooh, who are you going with?
Timmy,
Oh
Timmy.
shit.
So
Huh.
and then a couple other guys. So they were going down there.
Hold on
And
a second. Wait. They were going down anyway. They were going down beforehand.
yeah, like I just happened to like because it came up in conversation. They're like, yo, just come down. I'm like, yo, I could get a room. I
Oh,
don't think they were staying at Borgata. I think they were staying somewhere else. But
uh-huh.
then they were like, yo, there's fucking rain, there's rain. And then I think one of the other kids was like, they weren't gonna go. So it kind of
Yeah.
like just like fell through.
All
So
right, but hear me out here.
I was gonna
Um,
go. I'm like, should I go down by myself? I was like, eh.
hear me out. Hear me out.
But I was like, no.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear
I'm
me out.
hearing you. I'm hearing
Hear
you.
me out. Just
Tell,
hear me out for a second. All right.
tell me the bullshit you're about to talk to me.
Hear
Just
me
spit
out.
it
Hear me
out.
out. Hear me out. Just hear me out for a
Listen,
second.
hold on. Let me hear you for a sec. All right, I'm ready.
What's the
I
best
can't
part of
hear you.
Atlantic City? What's the best part of Atlantic City?
It's just drinking in the room.
Right. And in order to do that, all you got to do is brave a fucking storm. You brave a storm. You get there, and then you look out the window, and the fucking world is storming. Those big Borgata windows in your room, and
Oh,
then
that would
you're
have been
you're
sick.
crushing beers. Ah, Mike.
I know. But at the
Mike.
point, I was like, do I drive down and go by myself and make it
Yeah.
like, thing? But I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. My original plan was go down Borgata for a day on Friday, then shoot down, surprise like Crazy Chris, like on the beach because he's in wild,
Yeah.
he's went to the Wildwood for the Jeep invasion. I was going to go down there,
Yeah.
just stop by. I wasn't going to stay the night, you know, check out the Jeeps on the beach, buy a
Yeah.
couple fucking clothes, buy the Trump fucking thing on the fucking Wildwood Beach because they started making those fucking t-shirts like almost
Oh my
instantly.
God.
So I would have
Oh
been
my
down there
God.
grabbing one of those, and then I was just gonna shoot home like early Saturday. But yeah, listen, plans fell through. Obviously, I bailed on the fucking Wildwood vacation to begin with, for the couple
Yeah.
of days because listen, I mean, I don't want to be a third wheel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like if you went down to Wildwood, you said we're going. I'm like, yeah, I'm down to go, but then I like your girl. But if it was just you and your girl going, why would I want to go and like interfere with it? You know what I mean? It's whack. It's stupid. So bailed on that. And then I was like, you know what? It kind of worked out that I didn't go because I was sick since after softball on Tuesday night. It's
But
yeah,
just for the record, you don't get sick. So this is just
I don't
weird.
get sick. I don't get sick at all, bro.
Let me
This
mark
COVID,
this down because I'm pretty sure in the past year you have been sick at least twice now. So this
yes,
is weird
yes,
that you make claims such as
yeah.
I never get sick, yet you've been sick twice.
This
At
COVID shit,
least.
whatever fucking they're putting in the fucking air and the water, in the
Yeah.
sea, in the ground. it's
Yeah.
affecting me. It's affecting me.
Yeah.
Or I could have something wrong on the inside because who knows
Your
what I
penis
got
hurt.
going on.
Does
I
your
got
penis hurt ever?
not my penis, but I got like this. I've been having stomach issues like recently, and
What kind of tummy issues are they?
so like I've been doing like abs at the gym,
Yeah.
and last couple times I go all the way down, right, and then
Yeah.
I'll get like this pulling sensation on the left side. And when I
Hmm.
try to go up to straighten it out, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm having a tough time straightening it out. It's like a pulling,
Hmm.
and then it finally straightens out. And I'm like, damn, but I just by touching him right now, like I'm like,
Yeah.
ah shit. Like it must be like a pull muscle or
Sounds
something
like it.
that's just not fucking healing, or hopefully it's not a
Yeah.
hernia, like, but it's like above to the left of the belly button.
Yeah.
So it looks like the abs, like I might have torn it because it only really hurts me when I'm doing that abs, that specific motion.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me like really like anything else. I could twist, turn, all that shit, but
Yeah.
it's just when I do that crunch. When I do that
Okay.
crunch and go back up,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I could do like it's weird. I could do like 10 crunches in a row. Then all
Yeah.
of a sudden on the 11th crunch, I get that pulling, and then it's like trying to like stand up and just
Yeah.
to pull that fucking shit up. Yo, it was fucking hurting.
Maybe
But
don't do them. Maybe don't
yeah,
do
like
crunches for a
I'm like,
while.
you know
You
what?
know,
Why am I gonna do crunches? It's stupid. Like I'm
nobody
like,
could see your abs anyway underneath that fucking belly. You
yeah,
know.
it's like a waste of time. Like, listen, I got a cute little belly. It's
Li-
nice. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
It's gonna stay that way forever.
we get hurt so often that I think that it's just time we stop doing anything and we get a little glass insert in our walls, right? And
Yeah,
we just lock ourselves in like this. People can come visit us if they want,
right. A
you
glass
know, pour
case,
water, a
a glass
glass case
case of emotion and us.
of emotion. Yeah.
So people just knock on the glass, fucking like,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I know.
And we can make like a two-way mirror that there's a button next to us that we can push the button and make it a mirror sometimes. And people come to visit us and they obviously know that it's a two-way mirror. And they're like,
Right.
dude, I know you're behind that thing. Push the fucking button so I could say hi to you and say what's up. And
And
you
then
refuse. Like, nope, this is a one-way mirror. This isn't a two-way mirror. You know what I mean?
okay, we can bother people like that.
You
But
down
then
with that?
I'm down with that. Yeah, we gotta get this fun house mirror coming fucking
Yeah.
soon. So like on so anyway, like Tuesday night, I started feeling sick after softball, and I got the fucking shit in my throat, my
Yeah.
stomach's a little upset, but I tried to like sweat it out, go to the gym, and then
What was your tummy so upset for, Michael?
he was just mad that life. So and then all of a sudden, I felt like really dehydrated. Because remember, it was really hot. We had that heat wave for a couple of days, and I was
Yeah.
working like in a couple like accounts where I would go in like the warehouse, bring a bunch of beer to like the store, and
Yeah.
a lot of these places don't have air conditioners, so it wasn't just 90 degrees; it was like 190 degrees. So I think I got like dehydrated, and I
Yeah.
did get dehydrated. So I went to go see Jeff's fiance Michelle at her spot, and she's like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, you look clammy." I'm like, "I know. That's why I needed a fucking IV." And the other girl, that was working with her, like they gave me the fucking shot, gave me a B12 and a D shot. She's like, "You want the D too?" I'm like, "Give me the D," LOL. So she gave me those.
LOL.
She gave me those two shots and the IV bag, like double the fucking vitamins. Um,
Nice.
it was going through pretty good. And then at one point, I guess like, in the very beginning, my lips turned white and they were like looking at me. And, Michelle's like other one that was working there. She was like, "Yeah, I was staring at you for a couple minutes because, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, why the fuck were you looking at me? I'm like, what are you staring
Yeah.
at?" And she's
Yeah.
like, she noticed like my lips turned white. And then Michelle noticed it too. And she's like, "Oh, you're gonna pass out." I'm like, "I never
Yeah.
pass out. Like my lips turning white. First of all, I have no lips apparently, because one person on Twitter said they took a picture of me when I was on
Yeah.
the BLNYG podcast. Is like, "You don't even have lips." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
That's
And
cool.
and they noticed like my lips turned white, and she gave me like a little thing of apple juice. She didn't even let me hold the apple
Oh.
juice. She just opened the apple juice and put it in my mouth, and she was just like, "Drink." And then she turned around, drink. I'm like, and I burped too. And then all of a sudden, like my lips came back to like normal, like right after I drank like the apple juice.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I went back to normal, finished the fucking IV, and I tell you
Yeah.
what, I went home, took like a little nap, came back, and I woke up. I felt really good, and I
Yeah.
noticed like
All
my
better.
dude, like all better, like my throat like cleared up.
Yeah.
My sinuses were like kind of flushed out. It wasn't like I wasn't sneeze. I didn't have that cloggy nose anymore,
Yeah.
and I wasn't going around like really like lazy, feeling like winded or like tired.
Yeah.
I got back to like normal. It was crazy, fucking crazy. Like what that shit did, like all the vitamins and shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it helped. It definitely helped.
Why are we not? I mean, we're probably all depleted of like vitamins all the time and shit like that, but
No doubt about it,
why can't we just be walking around with an IV in us all the time?
dude. I wish I could just shoot myself like a heroin addict. I'd fucking
You should
shoot
just
up.
shoot yourself. You should just shoot yourself in general.
I know. I should
No, you
just
shouldn't.
I should just end this shit. You're right. You know what, Nick? I'm depressed now.
You know,
Nah, I would never do that. That's crazy.
I want to just bring up one thing
Love life.
that you said you looked clammy before. That's probably one of the most disgusting adjectives a person can use to like be described. You should make that your Twitter, your fucking Tinder account profile description. Hi, I'm Mike.
I'm
I'm
clammy.
I'm 52 years old. I'm clammy.
First off, that's not my age,
Yeah.
but that'd be hilarious. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you would describe yourself? Clammy, you know?
Gross. But that's pretty cool, man. The IV fucking works out pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it
good.
really does. It really does, man. Definitely glad we got like a little contact to be able to do that.
Yeah, that's cool. But why isn't like if that's how easy it is to make yourself feel better, why aren't we taught how to just put IVs in ourselves as well? And why can't we just buy them at like
You know what?
at the liquor store, you know?
It's not just the IVs, Nick. It's the food and shit we eat. I know we talk about it all the time, but if you ate properly, all the vitamins, fruits,
Yeah.
vegetables, I think you would save yourself of getting sick. But
Yeah.
I know, listen, I know something was going around
Yeah.
because I know people you were sick. I know people in your family were sick.
Yeah.
Other people I know was sick. So I knew eventually I was gonna get it, whatever
Yeah.
it was. And I definitely, yeah, I got it. I got it. But it
Yeah.
didn't last. It lasted from Tuesday to Friday.
Right.
So that's not bad. From Tuesday night to Friday, so a couple days. So
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good. And you know what's great? We started this podcast. We didn't invite any special guests on. We already fucked up. We were supposed to start, but you know what?
I remember.
We're not at the end, so we're just gonna throw this out there. Any listeners, we don't know who you are because we barely know 80 people. I know two of the fucking actually, there's probably more accounts that follow us between the two people.
Mhm.
There's like five of us, right? Like you probably have three accounts. I probably have like two YouTube accounts of ours that follow us. So there's like 75 people. And I could say like what Malarzar follows us. Crazy.
I don't think Malarzar does. I don't even think he
No,
has a YouTube account. No, he don't
piece
know
of
how to do
shit.
a YouTube account. He don't even know how to do it.
Well, so then there's like 75 miscellaneous people out there that we don't know. So we've had special guests on here that we've never met before. We want more. So somebody comment below on this YouTube channel saying, I'd love to be on your YouTube show. And then we'll get you on the podcast. That'll be fucking awesome.
That would be
Right?
awesome.
What about that person that was on here that one time?
Tom.
No, the other guy.
Oh yeah. You know what, Tom Oldhouse? I keep getting requests by Lima Bean Uso to have Tom Oldhouse back on.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, we could
We can
literally have Tom Oldhouse on, and me and you could just like leave the room,
we could.
and Tom could just go off. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we had like a couple people that came on. Listen, I could reach out to them to see if they want to come back on again. We
I
had some
want
guys that
new-
went in the woods to do drugs. He never came back.
I want a new person on this podcast. Somebody that just listens,
Mhm.
that creeps on our show like some random dude that just stumbled upon us and like these guys are so dumb. I'm gonna listen to him every week. I
Right.
want you. I
want
want
that
you,
guy.
Stallion. I want you.
Right.
You know?
I would love that. Bring those
Yeah.
people on. Hey, listen, if I get any ex-girlfriends that listen to the show secretly, just to see what the fuck I'm talking about.
and
We
and stare
want you
and
to come
stare at
back
your
on.
stare at your your gremlin
I-
chest hair,
yeah, like
your
you
clammy
remember this?
chest.
Remember
Yo, if
feeling
you
this? Ex-girlfriends? Come back on. We'll talk about it.
I'm taking my shirt off too. You basically have no shirt on.
I don't like it. It looks ridiculous.
I didn't know that you could grow chest hair like that.
Yeah, I usually try to like trim it like to summertime.
Yeah,
And if I was going away this weekend, I definitely would have fucking trimmed it.
yeah.
So hopefully I get to. I mean, we gotta plan that AC trip in. I would say October, Nick. Why don't we do it right now on air? Can we book an Atlantic City trip?
On air.
Listen, we could go to Atlantic City. I have a week off in October, right?
Yeah.
We could go away. Columbus Day is the 14th.
Uh-huh.
That's a Monday, right?
Okay.
We could go away that weekend, make it a long weekend.
Listen, this
Actually,
is what
no,
I'm
football's on Sunday. Forget about it. Forget it.
this is what I'm going to tell you right now. On air, I'm going to tell you this. Once I get a job, right? Once I get
Oh, you ain't
a fucking a job.
going away. Forget I even asked.
Once I get a job and I'm
Forget it.
also not working on the weekends, I'll fucking go to Atlantic City.
I don't know. First you said like, oh, definitely in the fall.
In the fall. In the fall. I'm going to have a
I'm
fucking
talking about
job.
I'm talking about October.
I know.
Let's
We
book
got
it on
plenty
the
of time.
fucking Friday.
We got plenty of fucking
Saturday.
time to figure out when we'll go in the fall. Excuse me.
All right.
Yes or yes. Yes or
that's
yes.
that's what they all say.
That's what they all say. Are we going to talk about this Trump assassination attempt?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Let's
Did you
take a
hear
quick
about
commercial
this? Did
break.
you hear what happened?
Let's take a quick commercial break.
A real commercial break?
Nope.
All right. So we'll be right back on the
We'll keep the
Mixed Up
people in
Podcast,
suspense. We'll keep the people in suspense.
and we'll come back and we'll talk about the Trump assassination. Who did it?
Attempt.
Where were they?
Yeah.
Was it real? Was it make believe?
Right.
Are the conspiracy theorists correct? Are they wrong? Who
I don't know.
knows? But we're going to talk about it right
Let's do
now.
it.
And we are back.
Oh, we went on a break.
Yeah, we did. We already went. It was so quick. So fucking quick.
Sick.
So I mean, you heard about it. You heard about this guy. They shot off his ear. It was crazy. I mean, we all know about it. So what do you want to bring up first? Because there's a lot of different viewpoints between conspiracy, what this person's the shooter's like political party was. There's a whole like it's a whole different angles coming across. Like what was his real name? There was a couple names floating around out there. There was such a mess. What do you want to talk about first with this assassination attempt?
There's just so much. There's just so much to talk about, man. I'd like to let's just take it from the beginning, right? Let's just take it from the beginning. There was a rally going on in Pennsylvania, and apparently people saw a guy on a roof laying down with a gun in his fucking hand. And I saw the video today of people. I saw the video today. I didn't see it before, and people are saying he's right there. Get the cops, right?
Mhm.
God bless you. Why the fuck weren't they able to take this dude out, man? How the fuck did he get up there?
I think I have an answer to that. Your question of why he didn't get taken out right away.
Why?
I think it's because of the times we live in. Because you notice how people that do quote unquote the right thing, they
Yeah.
always get in trouble now. Like the guy Daniel Pearl on the train who subdued that lunatic that was going nuts,
Yeah.
put him in a chokehold. He's the one that gets prosecuted. It seems like it got flipped around. So I think people now, even cops, shooters, I think they're almost worried about getting in trouble for firing, shooting, because the whole thing about cops, online, they're shooting, they're the ones that get into trouble now. They're shooting like a criminal. Meanwhile, like, oh, you should have just tased them. That's what people say, or they people say, oh, you should have just shot him in the foot. Like that's a thing. It's
Right.
different now. I think because all these like liberals or whatever the fuck, they're the ones like complaining, putting a voice, and then you have DAs and prosecutors that pander to that kind of side. And
Yeah.
I think people are worried now. And then don't forget,
The naked podcast right now. I'm sweating. It's brutally hot. It's just
put your
brutally
shirt
hot.
on.
No, the shirt's staying off. I'll only show my face. Yeah,
So
that's
like,
better.
yeah, it looks like you're in like a tub. So
It
like,
was like that time Malarzik did the podcast, remember?
yeah, yeah. So like I think that's the answer that I was kind of like leaning towards giving people when people ask why didn't they shoot him right away? It's so easy in like, retrospect to go back and say, oh, they should have done this, they should have done this. Don't forget, like half these Secret Service people, they're like temporary hires. Like, and also like what was their biggest concern? They never see anything like this. The only thing they had to worry about for the past few years was Biden's dog biting one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's really easy for us to say, but at the same time, do your fucking job.
Yeah. Do your job. I mean, have the place on lockdown. You should be at you should have a vantage point, right?
Yeah,
You're supposed to have the highest vantage point so you could see everything,
yeah,
right? I mean, what the fuck? You got to know that something like this is going to come eventually. I mean, the whole world is riled up and there's lunatics out there. I mean, there's people that want to kill Donald Trump. They want
right.
him dead. There's people, and this is the most twisted fucking thing about the whole thing, is that there's people cheering and fucking making jokes, and we all seen it on Facebook. Oh,
Same.
an inch closer, and the fucking we would have the America would have been great,
They're the
great
worst.
again.
They're the
It's
fucking
like,
worst
yo,
people in the world.
you're an evil fucking person for saying that,
They're
man. You
disgusting.
hate this guy. He's not trying to kill you, right? Who did Trump kill that you would say, oh, he should die? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to be the peaceful people on the left,
Right.
right?
On the
The
left, right.
people on the right are the evil fucking tyrants. You should say, I want peace. You shouldn't say, oh, we need to kill this motherfucker. And
Never.
they're all cheering, bro. And on Facebook, I've seen so many posts. I saw so close. And now these motherfuckers are all pulling their shit down because they're getting into fucking trouble for that shit, which you should be
Yes.
getting into trouble. You should go to fucking
Yes.
prison for that. That's a fucking threat, man. That's a
Yes.
fucking threat.
Teachers are getting in fucking trouble and then they're putting their fucking profiles on blast. They're
Yeah.
deleting their fucking accounts on Instagram, Twitter because they're trying to hide it. Too late. Internet's forever and they got that stuff up there.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Good. I'm glad that they're getting in trouble for that. This the audacity for them to say that. Like you wouldn't hear that from these people that maybe don't like Biden, the Magna people.
No.
They wouldn't fucking be happy about, oh, they shot but they missed. Nobody wants to see these fucking people die, but those motherfuckers do. Those lesbos, the fucking lesbo from the Orange is the New Black,
Yeah.
that fucking monster, she fucking said something that he should die and go after him before this happened. Like he should get shot and assassin. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Crazy, man.
These people are deranged, they're delusional.
Crazy. And it's
That's
all
why
because they have like a different, an opposing view. They're
opposing
old
view.
school. They have the old school fucking view of how the world should be. That's how they were fucking raised. That's how they were brought up. You don't say, I want to kill this person for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of views that people don't share that you fucking have. This is a new thing, number one. All this like sexual fucking non-binary stuff, fucking, and a lot of it's fucking made up. You know what I mean? Like, listen, maybe some people feel like they don't have a fucking sexual identity. Maybe they really don't. I don't know what that is. You don't know what that is because we don't fucking have that. You know, I'm sure that they do. I'm sure there's a lot of confusion in people's fucking minds. But then there's bandwagoners that are like, oh, call me it, call me they, them. I'm
Uh,
not calling you they, them. I'll call you it because it's funny as fuck.
oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'll call you it because it's fucking hilarious.
You know where it started, right? It started with Obama. Obama in office. He signed the legislation with all the fucking letters, the LGB, whatever. And then it started with him. And of course, Biden was in the administration at the time. So they love Obama. They love him, even though Obama was probably like one of the top 10 worst presidents of all time based on his just policies and shit. But everybody like gives him slack because of Obamacare
Yeah.
and being like the first black president. You know what I mean? But
Right.
that doesn't mean shit when your
Mike
policies
Mike
fucking
Mike
suck.
put black in air quotes as
Because
if
he's
he's not
not.
really black.
I don't think he is. And I think Michelle, I don't know. I really don't know if it's true or not. But I mean, listen, he talks nice. He always says like the right things, which you want a president to do. You want him to be actually educated and talk the right way. But his policy sucked and it was garbage. And a lot of it ruined our fucking, our the United States of America. Him, Hoover. Hoover was a horrible fucking president. Johnson, obviously, he was a fucking horrible president. I would rack them like pretty much like I would lump them together. Pretty fucking awful. Biden, I'll be honest, not that bad of a president. But when we're looking at now, there's two things that we're worried about is fucking these migrants going in the fucking just coming into the fucking country like illegally, which is crazy, and the fucking inflation. That's our two biggest issues. And we want Trump to fucking fix this. But anyway, going back to the assassination attempt, this kid was fucking 20 years old. They
Yeah.
said he was part of the he said he was like Republican, but meanwhile he donated to the Democratic Party. Like with
Dude,
I'm like, dude, what is this nonsense? What are people coming at me with this shit for? It seems
listen,
like it's all made up.
it doesn't matter what you fucking are, like Democrat or Republican. When you're 18, you have to declare what you are. I think I declared myself as a Democrat back then.
Right.
I'm more a fucking Republican, in my opinion, and I think I had to change it. That kid might have been a fucking Republican when he was 18, and then he could change his fucking mind in a fucking day. You know what I
Right.
mean?
He's 20 years
That's,
old.
yeah, but that's not even fucking. That's besides the point. Who cares what he was? He could be a Republican, an independent, a fucking Democrat, a fucking libertarian, whatever the fuck they are. It doesn't fucking matter. It's the same thing as going, oh, well, was the cop black or white? Or was the guy black or white? Who gives a fuck? He killed somebody. The guy's fucking dead. You know what I mean? Like, who cares what? Like, those questions don't fucking make any sense to me. I don't know. They said Biden had like a press conference or whatever. He should have said like it doesn't matter if what he is, man. Like this shit is unacceptable. And I mean, he did say like things were unacceptable and shit like that, but what the? He's probably fucking shook now, that motherfucker too, dude, because there's a lot of gun-toting fucking Republicans out there, and you just fucking pissed them off, and they're fucking lunatics.
They
They're
are a lot of them
lunatics,
are
man.
lunatics.
You know what I'm saying? And you just open the fucking floodgates now. You know what I mean? And maybe it was set up. I mean, the government killed fucking JFK, right? Um,
Yeah.
there's plenty of shit. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. Maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they didn't want to kill Trump. Maybe the fucking
Now they
guy was
tried.
supposed to just shoot him in the fucking ear. Maybe it was supposed to just literally just fucking hit him to
Yeah,
stir the fucking pot, Mike.
yeah, but you can't just shoot a guy in an ear. You don't have that type of like
No, you do. You
oh
do.
fucking
Listen,
target.
a fucking
With him
dude,
moving around, any
a
little
marksman
tiny
can
slip
fucking,
up.
dude.
I know
All
what
right,
you're saying.
and if
This
he
kid
got
was
shot, he got shot.
this
If he
kid was
got
20
killed, he
years
got
old.
killed.
Yeah, they were trying to kill this kid was trying to kill him. He's 20 years old. And listen, I'll go down conspiracy theory for a minute with this kid. This kid was in a BlackRock commercial years ago when they
Uh,
filmed it.
really?
And for people that don't know, BlackRock is a big investment manager in financial services. They make a lot of money when there's wars. Okay.
Hmm.
And who doesn't want war is President Trump. So was this kid manipulated into doing this? Was he pressured into doing this? Like I could go down conspiracy ways with this, but there's other conspiracies out there that I was reading on Twitter. Like they said this shit just never happened. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Crazy,
Shut
man.
the fuck up. Like we
Right.
all fucking watched it. It's fucking real. This
Yeah.
fucking shit happened. But there's ways if you want to go conspiracy wild, like, all right, why was this Secret Service you know, so like not up to speed.
Yeah.
I mean, there was girls that was part of the Secret Service. It was two women. One couldn't even get in their holster. The other one hid behind the podium when you should be
Yeah.
surrounding the fucking president. I mean, the incompetence is just
Yeah.
mind blowing. And but then again, like I said before, they're temps. They're not really. They probably never expected this kind of shit to happen. But they're not.
Yeah.
They weren't fucking well trained. That's for fucking damn sure.
Yeah.
And more of these presidents or future presidents, they should have security. Hopefully, Biden gets a lot more security. Hopefully,
Yeah.
RFK gets a lot more security after this. They should listen. I understand what you're saying. There should have been more security around the place, but this guy was on a roof, like another building, so far away above the trees, like. And they had another thing about this kid that in high school he tried to go out for the sniper shotgun club, and
Yeah.
he got kicked out the first day.
Really? Why?
He was such a bad shot,
Oh God.
and they said this kid was bullied a lot nonstop. So
Uh-huh.
obviously, when you're bullied, that a lot of that goes into you becoming a crazy, insane person later on in life. So that also has something to do with it. So there's a lot
Sure.
of like different things with this shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is fucking crazy. You see that Project 2025 fucking thing that everybody's talking
Oh,
about?
I meant to go like research that, but what is that shit?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, and who knows what, I don't know. I mean, my buddy told me about this when I was over his house the other day, and he was like rattling off like the main like key topics. And I mean, they're gonna like just totally like outlaw like abortion and all that shit, which is everybody's favorite fucking topic to to choose fucking who your fucking leader of your fucking country is gonna fucking be. That's everybody's number one fucking topic. Because that's the biggest fucking thing for some reason, Mike. I mean, it helps the fucking economy for sure. I mean, it keeps us safe. It's the biggest fucking thing. Why is that the biggest fucking thing?
I
Let
don't
me ask
know.
you that question. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, how many? There's so many topics. Who's gonna get the fucking poor guys off the fucking street of the country for real this time? Who's gonna fucking help the veterans? Who the fuck is gonna help these poor bastards? You know what I mean? Like, dude, it's bizarre. It's mind-boggling that a vet can go to fucking Iraq, kill people, watch his friends get blown the fuck up, come back here, living on the fucking street, and then Ukraine gets fucking $80 billion.
Yeah,
Mind-boggling, dude. Could you
your
imagine?
money
What
laundering.
would you think? Dude, what would you think if you were that guy on the fucking street? Like, that's like being sold out by all of your friends, all of your family.
Your
You're the
government's
most
failing
important
you.
people. Yeah. Sold you out.
Your
Said thanks,
president
thanks a
is
lot.
failing you. Your
Yeah.
president, your government, they are failing you. They don't respect you. They
Crazy,
are
man.
literally taking that money. They're money laundering it. Ukraine,
Insane.
there's so many videos coming out of Ukraine and them dancing at the clubs, hanging out. Like what the like nothing is going on over there. And it's just,
Crazy.
dude, it's such bullshit that we have to. That's why a lot of us, a lot of people like I think they had a poll, 72% of people, American citizens in the United States, do not want to send any more money to Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
But yet Congress just forgets that. They
Right.
go against the American people and they just do it anyway. They send the
Yeah.
billions of dollars and it passes. I'm like, how does it pass? It's
Right.
not right. How are we a democracy then? If that's the case, if most of the American people don't want it to happen, why are we still doing it? So you tell me that's a
Well,
fucking democracy? Get the fuck out.
well,
These pieces of shit, man.
yeah, it is crazy. What else is going on in the Project 2025? Apparently, uh, Trump would be taking all of like dismantling like federal agencies, like totally dismantling them and putting people like his loyal like not servants, but I can't think of another word, followers in
Yeah.
in these positions, right?
Trustworthy people, yeah.
Yeah. What else? I don't think there would be like I don't know if there would be a term like 4 years or whatever, or like a limit to the terms or some shit like that.
Wow.
Um, and did you know this? Did you know that a law was signed recently that as president you could do anything and not be tried? You could kill somebody,
Yes.
not be tried ever.
Yes. Yes. I heard about that. That's why that girl in the Orange is the New Black, when she said they should assassinate Trump or shoot Trump, she was telling Biden he should shoot him for the better of the country. because he
Wow.
won't get prosecuted.
And he could do that if he wants to now.
And look what happened. Look what happened.
Wow. Wow.
So it always, I listen. I know we are both like a little bit conspiracy. I would say we're truthers, not really conspiracy theorists. We're truthers. We're trying to find the truth, but we
Yeah.
look at connections like that. I just don't like being labeled a guy that goes to the extreme. Like people think like Trump on the podium was AI or some shit, and then the whole fucking all the bullets. Like the guy that got killed was in on it. Like, dude, there's a
Yeah.
person that got killed at that place.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I
He
mean?
was
He
in
was
on it.
shielding his daughters. Like, come on, guys. Like, be
Yeah.
a little bit more respectful in
Yeah.
that regard. You know what I mean? I can respect a lot of these guys on Twitter when they come after me, but some of these people are just fucking absolute lunatics. But I
Yeah.
get you want the people like that are looking for that are truthers.
Yeah.
Not full fledged conspiracy theorists with their fucking nut jobs,
Right.
but the truthers that are gonna like try to connect the dots between all these other things. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
don't think it's just made up and make believe. That's insane. Of course, there's like deeper shit of why this happened, and you know what I mean. Maybe a couple people on the Secret Service or the cops here were in on it. Maybe
Right.
they supplied the ladder that got the kid on the top of the building. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't fucking know. So, and I don't think we'll ever know the full truth, unfortunately, because our government just lies to us.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, it's just I'm so back to the Project 2025 as well. It's basically it's gonna set him up as like a dictator, pretty much, right? And is it weird that I partially want a dictatorship to fucking happen? Because I
That's
want I want free speech taken the fuck away, man. I do. I want it taken away. I want it taken away because all of this fucking social media stuff has made everybody these fucking warriors and they're just little bitches. They won't say anything to your face, like you said. I want it taken away. I want you to have to be held accountable for what you fucking say on social media. So if you say something incorrectly, I mean, we get kicked off of our podcast for saying
yeah,
things. You know what I mean?
you're
So
right.
if you're gonna be bold enough to say something like the president should fucking die or something like that, or even good, being happy that the president got shot at, motherfucker, you're going to jail. I agree with that shit, man. We're too fucking lax, bro. Freedom of
Well,
fucking speech, but freedom of speech, but then they take your freedom of speech away for stupid shit on YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? I know it's a privately owned thing,
yeah,
but
but still,
what's these rules? Like, why are you putting that rule? Whose pocket are you in, YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here.
that's the whole thing. What side are they on? Like, who are they getting paid from?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what you got to worry about now. Like, is YouTube, like, we got thrown off for a week for misinformation about medical misinformation. Dude, I listened to the podcast. It was nothing, bro. It was
Yeah.
fucking nothing. And I appealed it, and they still fucking suspended us. They gave us a strike, you know,
Yeah.
for the week. It's bullshit. But you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that. You know?
Yeah.
But then again, it's like we should be able to say what the fuck we want. You know what I mean? And not
Yeah.
suffer any repercussions for it. So I don't know. I'm on the fence with that, bro. Like, there's got to be some kind of like, I guess BitChute is a one that we could probably start uploading more videos on. I do have an account, and they wouldn't kick us off for that. Listen, no other fucking platform kicked us off for that episode. So it makes me
Right.
wonder, like, you're right. Like, who is YouTube? Like, whose pocket are they in?
Yeah.
That Spotify is not in, who iTunes is not in, who
Yeah.
other platforms, whatever the fuck we're on, that listen, obviously they don't get money from whoever controlled that. It's probably like,
Right.
I don't know, it could be Fauci's fucking relative that owns YouTube, and that's probably the one that's fucking kicking us off.
Probably. And just to go back to the free speech shit, like I don't mean um you're not supposed to be able to like, get together and fucking have rallies and shit like that and voice your opinion. But I feel like you should be held accountable for certain words that you say, a threat, a big time threat or a lie, for instance. Or
Yeah.
for the media. If you put something up like that and incites a fucking riot, media, you should be held accountable for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people have gotten fucked up and have gotten killed over stuff that the media has fucking done, and they should be held accountable for that shit. You know, it's just fucking horseshit when you have two sides of the media giving you different fucking uh information. You can't trust them. They're the most unreliable, trustless pieces of shits out there. That shit should just be fucking eradicated, honestly. You know, like what good is it?
Yeah.
Have the weather, tell us the fucking
Well,
weather, try getting it. You can't even get the fucking, you get misinformation on the fucking weather. You don't
well,
get any true information from the fucking news.
well, like what happened with this whole, a lot of people pointed this out. Like Biden said a couple of days ago, Trump, they should have a bullseye on Trump. You know what I mean? He came out and said that. So
Yeah.
then what do you think these lunatics that follow him on Twitter or listen to him, what he says, how do you think, and this 20-year-old kid, how do you think they're not mentally there? How do you think they're
Right.
gonna fucking react when they see that?
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
so that people are making a big deal about this, rightfully so. Like, because they made a big deal about January 6th with Trump.
Yeah.
Like Trump, he enticed a riot. But meanwhile, Trump on January 6th wanted the National Guard there. But who stopped him? Nancy Pelosi. She didn't want the National Guard there. And look what happened. Then you
Yeah.
had one person killed, and everybody went in the fucking Capitol building and took pictures.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of like, that crap,
Yeah.
in that regard. It's really like, man, it's fucking tough.
The world's going fuck it. The world,
It's
it's
too
gonna get
much.
haywire, dude. It's gonna get worse than the last fucking time with this shit, man.
With this,
Especially because Trump's gonna
yeah.
win.
Yeah, Trump's gonna win. It made it 10 times fucking worse. I mean, I was like, when I see Trump get hit in the ear, and then he stopped them, he's like, "Let me put my shoes on. Let me put my shoes on." He fucking stopped the Secret Service from pulling him away. He's like, "Let me put my shoes on." He put his shoes on, then he gave the fucking fist, and he's like, "Fight, fight." He's like fucking going crazy. They were chanting USA. I was like, "Wow, man." I'm
Yeah.
like, that is that dude. That's gonna go down in history. That's a fucking gangster move right there.
Yeah.
If you ain't
I-
like, because you know what, how I view Trump, I don't know if a lot of other people do, but Trump came on years ago and he came out with that fake news shit. And everybody was like, no, it's not, the news tells us the truth. But then as the years gone by and then COVID happened, you realize
Yeah.
that the news, the media, they have been lying to us. A lot. It
Right.
woke me up. It woke a lot of people up. So now it's like almost like I think they want Trump out because of that, because the media and the power that they get to manipulate the population, they don't want somebody like Trump in there, because then
Right.
all of a sudden, like, their money's going to go away, their power is going to go away. I
Yeah.
think Trump's the ultimate, I think he's on the side of like a conspiracy theorist, a truther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I see that, dude. That's what I see. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a game that they're playing with us. I think he's just telling it how it is. And it's really telling, man, because after he started the whole fake news shit, then all of a sudden people started to notice. And then these fucking people that own the media and own these fucking corporations, they don't want the fucking mouth breathers to get a
Right.
fucking whiff of that, because they don't want a revolution. They want to control us. They want to keep feeding us crap, keep eating the fucking. They want all that. They want the power.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they want the fucking power.
Well, you're probably right. He's the ultimate trump card, man. You pull the I'm pulling a trump card, you know?
He is the
I
Trump.
mean, he is the trump card. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. But
I mean, that's what I think. But in news about the shooting, this is according to ABC News recently. U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle says she won't resign over the Trump rally incident that took place over the weekend. Of course not. Of course you won't resign.
hmm.
You failed. You should fucking resign, you stupid nut job. Like, I don't know what else to call her. Like, you failed. You fucking failed. And there's
Yeah.
another video like this kid. I guess the name of the shooter is Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Mhm.
Um, he had a video taken in February 2020 at a school in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania. Said he's gonna go to like this college, and he also says he has a 10-inch penis. Now it
Uh,
seems like, and this kid in the background is putting like bunny ears in the back of his head during the video. So it's almost like these kids probably like bullied him and made
yeah,
him say that.
right,
Because the way he's saying it doesn't sound like he's so sure of himself that he has a 10-inch
right.
penis. If I had a 10-inch penis, I'm like, yo, I got a 10-inch penis.
Yeah.
You know, this kid's like, I got a 10-inch, and I have like I'm going to this school for technology, and I have a 10-inch penis. And he's like looking around. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, this kid was fucking bullied. You know,
Shit.
when a dude's like Eminem said it, when a dude's getting bullied and shoots up the school and they blame it on Maryland. So,
Yeah.
like, dude, it's a real thing, man. Like, the whole bullying thing, especially now, I think it's a lot worse now
Yeah.
than we were growing up or, past generations. Dude, it leads to a fucking problem. These kids, the ones that bully, we need to, like, I don't know, they need to, like, get hit in the fucking face, bro. You know what I mean? They need to be put to an end because they're help spawning these little
Well,
dweebs that come out and become fucking psycho killers.
well,
That's what
Mi-
happens. That's what it does.
Mike, the I think there's got to be a better solution than hitting them. I mean, it's the same. That's the same way of saying, well, these
Is
motherfuckers
it?
want to shoot Trump. They want to kill Trump to get rid of the fucking
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that's the fucking problem with the world and with humans is we're not evolved, unfortunately enough to say that's not the fucking right way. There's a peaceful matter. There's a reason why bullies are bullies, right? Bullies are bullies most of the time because they get stuff going on in their house. Their fathers usually fucking bully them. That's just a fucking fact of the matter. Are there some bullies that don't get bullied at home? Sure. They jump on the bandwagon with their friends and fucking, make fun of kids and all that shit and beat them up and shit like yes. But you can't fight it with that, man. I mean,
I
just
guess
think
not.
about it. I mean, I'm not one to quote like, the Bible and stuff like that. Back in the day, it was eye for an eye, but that
I
didn't get you anywhere, right?
leaves a
Jesus
room full of blind men.
I'm quoting Jesus over here, and it's turn the other cheek. Turn the other cheek doesn't really work though, because you're just gonna get a beating.
You're gonna
But
get, yeah.
you know, try to talk it out. You know what I mean? Like shit. Teach these kids. You got to teach them like it's not right. If you sit down with your son and say, "Listen to me for a second. Your job here is to if you see somebody getting bullied, I'd really, you help that kid out. Help that kid out. Make him feel that he's loved. Make him feel that he fucking has a friend. You know what I mean? Stand up for the fucking kid. You're in third grade. Maybe you get popped in the fucking face by a little third grader. Big fucking deal. You know what I mean?
I think parents are probably to blame. They need to do a
They
better
are to
job.
fucking blame.
They need
They
to
are.
do a fucking better job.
Yeah. 100%, man. You got to know what's going on in with your kids, number one.
In your kid's
You know?
life, yeah, you gotta be there. You gotta be around. You gotta be
You have
present.
to. You have to. Yeah, and I mean, because some kids don't have fucking parents. Some kids don't have like a father to help them and shit like that. No older siblings. It's just their mom or something like that. And not to say that mothers can't fucking do it. They can, and they could obviously teach their kids, and they have to handle their fucking shit as well. But it's a lot easier when you have both parents
Yeah.
and a father for a kid. You know what I mean? It just is. They look up to a father figure. It's a fucking proven fucking scientific fact. Kids without uh what both parents have, you know, bigger fucking learning disabilities, you know what I mean? Kids without a father have emotional fucking disturbances. Of course, it's gonna fucking happen. You don't have anybody to look up to. And you can have a father that's a piece of shit and just make your life even fucking worse too. Like you're saying, it's accountability. And once people realize that, then it's on you. Do you want your kid to be a better fucking person? Do you want the world to be a better person? You know? We're learning things nowadays that I guess that we didn't really know generations before how much, parents have an effect on kids' lives and shit like that. But it starts from the fucking womb, dude. That shit, it starts from the fucking beginning. If your parents are fighting all the time, you're gonna be anxious as fuck, born anxious. You know what I mean? That's just fucking fact now. They studied this shit. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? If you eat
absolutely.
like garbage, you drink when your kid's in the womb, kid probably going to come up a little fucked up. If you eat like shit, the kid is getting all of that. The kid gets all your emotions, it gets all your fucking physical stuff, all your energy. That's just what happens. And then you bring him into a world where he sees you guys fighting all the time. You're cursing at him, you're fucking beating up on him. Of course, the only outlet that the fucking poor kid has is to fucking take it out on another kid. And like you said, then the bully causes a fucking kid that goes and shoots up the fucking school. And who's to fucking blame? The fucking parents. What do you want me to fucking say? Oh, you can't blame the parents. No, you can blame the fucking parents, man. You
Yeah,
can
you
blame the
can.
fucking parents. They weren't there for their fucking children.
I agree. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Jesus Christ. Nobody wants to take any accountability for anything. Did the kid do it? Yes, he's fucking accountable.
Yeah,
He's
but
fucking accountable as well. But you didn't fucking teach him any fucking better, man.
yeah, I mean that's what you see with the you see that problem in the destitute communities. I mean, when these kids don't have fathers that are around, it leads to like issues. They go
Yeah.
into the wrong, they look for that thing in gangs. That's
Sure.
what they do, like all this like evil shit because they do it, they come home, like who's really gonna stop them from doing it? The mom.
Right.
Once a young man reaches a certain age, he's not gonna listen to his mom. You know what I mean? The mom at one point is probably scared of him after that because he turned into a fucking lunatic. He's assaulting, robbing, stealing, all that shit.
Yeah.
It's a real like it's a real problem in society, and I don't know
It
why
is.
people don't want to like spend the money there instead of spending money in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Spend the money on
Sure.
us. Spend the money on these fucking destitute neighborhoods. So give them outlets. I
Right.
was reading it somewhere on Instagram in a destitute neighborhood, black neighborhood, and this teacher had a thing for kids that without fathers. He had a thing he did after school called the Gentlemen's Club,
Uh-huh.
and they would go there, and all the kids would wear suits,
Yeah.
ties, like what I mean, nice jackets, and they would learn like how to like act, be civil. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, where is that? Why ain't
That's
that
great, man.
highlighted in the news? That's an
Yeah.
awesome thing to do. He like supplied these kids with like three suits that couldn't afford suits.
Wow.
I mean, now he's teaching kids how to be a man, be a
Yeah.
real man in this country,
Yeah.
growing up, because they don't have a chance. A lot of them don't have a chance when
Yeah.
they're on that. They don't. They just don't. I mean, you
Yeah.
can blame it on, you could blame racism for that kind of shit or whatever. I don't want to hear none of that. If the parents aren't around, if the dad's not around, and I mean, even if the parents are around, if the parents are fucking like little ghetto fucking people and they're not respectful themselves, they're gonna have kids that are gonna act just like that. But the
Mhm.
way this dude at this school did that, calling the gentlemen's club, we need more of that. We need more of
Yeah.
that in schools, after school programs just like that.
Yep.
And that's very important, man. It's just really like it's a good thing. And we need
It's
more
phenomenal.
good stuff like that, all around everywhere. And
Oh
if we
yeah.
need money for it and to pay these motherfuckers to do it, like he's doing it on his own dime.
Yeah.
We need our government, our funds to pour money into shit like that.
Right.
That's the only way that's going to cure the fucking problem in these destitute neighborhoods. Then maybe, you know what? Maybe you wouldn't have fucking destitute neighborhoods. Maybe you wouldn't have neighborhoods like that with graffiti
Right.
on the walls, trash on the fucking ground, people selling drugs, drive-by shootings, guns, crack. Maybe you wouldn't have all that if they
Right.
had the money, had the support, and just knew
Sure.
how to fucking be men.
Yeah. Dude, that should be a national thing, the Gentlemen's Club. And I would donate to that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like that's a powerful fucking thing, man. Like, dude, Obama the other day has this fucking YouTube commercial where it says $5. That's
Oh
all you
God.
everybody needs to donate in order to supply the correct amount of money for Kamala and Joe Biden to take down this election. I'm like, dude, you're begging for fucking money now? You're
Shut
telling me you're telling me
up.
that you're telling me that Biden doesn't have just as many fucking supporters with billions of dollars that you need to beg than the citizens of this country now for $5? Put that $5, that motherfucking commercial should have been $5 from each one of you, and we could start a gentlemen's club across the nation to help underprivileged children uh, get suited up and find and get a good support system so that they can become gentlemen as they get older. I'd donate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's all our church money? Where's all the church money that people fucking donate every week go to? Where the fuck does that go to? Where
Right.
the fuck does that go to?
Yeah, they don't pay taxes and they're collecting more money from on top of us.
Dude,
A
where the
joke.
fuck does that go?
Right. Where the fuck does that go is right.
I never heard anything that my parish back in the day did. Ever.
Me neither. Did they
The fuck
donate
they
to
do?
families? Did they donate to families?
I
Shit,
don't
they
know.
all they did was collect. I mean, they could even collected our cans of food.
Yeah.
They go bring cans of food for Thanksgiving. We're gonna give them. Like, you sure you're gonna give us away? Or you stockpile now? You're gonna sell, or you're gonna return it back to the Stop and Shop? You know,
Where does that money go, man? I mean, that should be in
it's
a weekly thing. Oh, we helped out this family today. We
right.
fucking donated all this money to the homeless. Like
Yes, yes.
maybe they did do that and we just were too young to realize or remember. I don't know.
I want like accountability. I want to know. I want it tracked. I want
Yeah.
all this shit tracked. Fucking
Yeah.
Obama asked for fucking $5. They had George Clooney fucking having a benefit from Biden a couple weeks ago. That
Yeah.
motherfucker, you can't have him donate a fucking couple of $1 million. He got it.
Right.
Yes, all these motherfuckers, they don't pull money out their fucking pocket.
Right.
You know, fuck out of here. They want money from the common folk. Just
Yeah.
to keep us down, keep us fucking down here while they're up there in the gated communities. They have no idea about the real world. Don't listen
Right.
to them. Don't listen to those celebrities. I understand Trump technically is a celebrity,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen to him. Don't listen to this fucking people that telling you who to vote for, not to vote for. Have your own opinion. Don't listen to
Right.
anybody else. Go with your gut. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, do your own fucking research. You know,
Yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
fucking crooked anyway.
I'm looking into I just look at the list of like what the money goes to for churches and it says um maintenance of the church. So all this stuff actually makes sense. Maintenance of the church, electricity and heating, the bread and the wine, sacred vestments, salary of the priest, buying choir materials, uh charity for the poor, salary for the staffs, maintenance of the audio and video equipments. So I mean, obviously, I guess the church needs money for that kind of stuff. I mean, priests need cars and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know what the salary is and shit like that. But the last one got me because the upkeep of the audio equipment at my old job, people were buying gigantic audio systems for their churches, bro. Baptist churches and stuff like that. $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 fucking sit-ups, dude. It's the biggest fucking market for fucking that shit. I'm not even joking
Really?
around. $70,000, $80,000 fucking systems, bro. That's how much money they're taking to keep their sound system up.
Dude, that's crazy.
Imagine what they could do. Imagine what they could do for a poor family.
Yeah, repeat after me.
Yeah,
I just spent a lot of money on these speakers.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah,
Yeah,
they make you. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah,
Let me just get back to one thing, man.
yeah.
We were talking about the conspiracy element of this, and people love to call Alex Jones a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
Um, with him and his whole Sandy Hook thing, he's saying it was made up, shit like that. He was getting sued by these people, blah blah blah. I just found it
Which
funny.
he's an idiot for that though. He is
Of
a fucking
course, of
which we all know.
course,
Which we all know.
of course, that's
Yeah,
obvious.
yeah.
I don't think he should be sued by the family members. I think that's a little overboard. But anyway, I just,
No, Mike. You know what? No,
oh, I
being
know.
held accountable. Being held
Okay,
accountable. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? No, sue him.
okay,
Sue him because he's causing fucking stir and motherfuckers came after those people too,
okay,
right?
okay. Now,
Yeah,
perfect. I'm glad you said that because that
yeah,
brings me to the point.
yeah,
Now, so now, like there's a lot of it going around on Twitter with the whole conspiracy thing. A lot of liberals are calling the assassination attempt on Donald Trump fake.
yeah,
So, like, why not, um, you know, get a own class action lawsuit
yeah.
ourselves
Hundred
and
percent.
go against them for saying that never happened?
Right.
So it's like kind of the same thing. So it's almost like, hey, you started, so like now it should be this way too,
Right.
right? So now I get what you're saying. So it should go both ways. It shouldn't just lean one way.
Sure.
So that's, I mean, so you want to
But
say
you
it's fake, you should be sued then too.
but you realize that it's a tit for tat back and forth from both fucking sides, man. From
Love
both
tapes.
fucking sides.
Yeah, of
Once the
course.
story fucking turns around and it's this person's time to fucking yell at this person, they they fucking claim conspiracy and now oh you're a conspiracy theorist. And now you're doing the same fucking thing. So like what do you it's the same thing, bro. It's the fucking just terrible on both fucking extremes. And it really is only the extremes. And it's like
Yeah.
what 2% of each fucking side makes everybody look like we're at war and
Exactly. It's
at
not the
odds with each other.
case.
Not the fucking case, man. And it's the media.
It is the media. The media.
Once again, you go back to the fucking media.
Trump was right.
Dude, put the story up of the Gentlemen's Club. Only put, I guarantee, dude, for a month, if you only put good news
Good.
up, the whole world would change.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
But that's not what a lot of these motherfuckers want to hear, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's part of the fucking issue. That's part of the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. All right.
Oh
We've
boy.
been
All
here for
right.
a while today.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's just give our respects to a couple people that passed away the past couple of days. So I just want to mention on the podcast. For people that don't know, Sharon Doherty passed away. Do you know
Yeah.
who
Of
Sharon Doherty is? Like
course I do. Like,
90210. Back in the day, unfortunately, she got diagnosed with breast cancer in 2015, and
shit.
she was fighting it for years. It went away, came back. Then it hit her brain like a few years
Oof.
back,
Shit.
and yeah, just like she was, I haven't. I kind of was following her for a minute to see what happened. I noticed like they stopped talking about her, so I knew like it was getting bad. Uh,
Yeah.
just unfortunate. I mean, it was breast cancer, then it just started spreading everywhere. It just sucks. It really sucks.
Sure.
So rest in peace to her. Then also Richard Simmons passed away.
He did.
Yeah, the guy that we all love, that we all I know at one time or another in your life, everybody that knows Richard Simmons, we had one of his tapes. We exercised that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did the jumping jacks. We did the somersaults. We did what that
Yeah.
crazy motherfucker was telling us to do with his crazy hair. So
Yeah.
rest in peace to Richard Simmons
Yeah.
and also Jacoby Jones, Baltimore wide receiver. Uh, had that Super Bowl run. Then when they played San Francisco back in the day, had that 109 kickoff
Wow.
return run. He had a punt return to the playoffs. 40 years old, man. He died peacefully at his home. That's what his parents said, his family members said. So obviously that's not a good sign. They must have had
Yeah.
something going on with him. So like he passed away too. So just
Shit.
sucks, man. That's why life, man. Just gotta really gotta enjoy it some way or another. I know it's hard to do sometimes because we get hit with so much different crap and
Yeah.
everything. It's like it's a lot of ups and downs in life, and there's always something, there's always fucking drama. I tell you what,
Yeah.
try to limit the whole fucking drama. If something like bothers you and shit like that, don't let it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's all good. Like, listen, I get shit from like my personal life, work. Like, I get hit with it. Like, I've got hit with shit like the past fucking few weeks with shit. But
Hmm.
you just let it go. It's not that big of a deal. You're still
Right.
here. You get up in the morning. You know what I mean? You're still
Yep.
around. Enjoy
Yep.
it. That's it. You know what I mean? So just no, take my advice with there because you could be gone tomorrow. You know what
Shit.
I'm saying?
Let's try
Yeehaw.
not to be. Let's try not to be.
You try not to be. Try to keep going on, moving on. You
Yep.
gotta give him that hawk too, and you gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeehaw. Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
that fucking girl, man. I keep seeing that hawk two girl everywhere. She's like, I follow her now on Instagram, and she actually
Yeah.
did like a good thing. She went to like PetSmart, and she went shopping and bought a whole bunch of shit for like an animal shelter near her
Uh,
neighborhood, and
okay.
donated it all to the fucking animals. So I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. You're taking
Yep.
your 15 minutes of flame, and you're using it for something good.
Sure.
You're not going on fucking OnlyFans to get more fucking money. You're not
Right.
being a whore. You're just doing good things with like the shit that you got the internet overnight success. Good for you, Hawk 2 girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
know people hate on her for that shit, but that's fucking awesome to see. I love anybody that loves animals, gives animals. That's an awesome thing. It's a really
That's good.
awesome thing.
Good for her.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all I got.
Good. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. So I guess I'll see you around. No more
Yeah.
softball, no more anything. So I'll see you when I see you. So, guys, and listen, do what Nick said. If you like the fucking podcast and you're listening, you're one of those sneaky listeners and want to come on. I know a lot of people are shy. They don't want to get on the fucking, they don't want to see video of themselves. They don't want to talk. They get scared about their employment and shit. Just come on. Just keep it. We keep it loose. We keep it fair. We're just joking around. You pick the pot. You pick the topics. We'll talk about it. We'll joke around. We'll have a good time. That's it.
Yeah. All right.
And with that, we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Sometimes the darkness shades the light. Sometimes the day feels like the night. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind about what I've seen. I'll sit alone in this disguise, but I'll try. So I hang my head, I drown my thoughts, smoke my stuff, then I sing my song. I don't know much what it used to be. I love myself, but I don't love me, no. Still remains